Good morning, I'm Maribel Rodriguez and welcome to The Balancing Act. If you're a busy lady looking for some holiday gift ideas for guys and gals, we've got a one-stop shopping alternative. And is there an out-of-control teenager in your life? If you're at your wit's end, you'll want to hear this expert's advice. That and much more today on The Balancing Act.
Our sense of smell is really well connected to our memory. For instance, the smell of pine might remind you of a Christmas tree, and the smell of turkey certainly is the trademark of a good Thanksgiving dinner. Often women are defined by their signature scent, or that perfume that they always wear that lingers when they walk by. So where can busy women go for one-stop shopping for almost all of your holiday gifts? Well, there is a place, my friends. Kathy Kramer is here today, and she's a beauty expert for America's leading perfumery chain, Perfumania. Welcome, Kathy.
Thank you so much.
What is Perfumania?
Perfumania is one of the largest perfume retailers around. We excel in service. You're not going to find better prices anywhere, and
wide selection, I bet.
Oh my gosh.
How many stores are there?
There are 300 plus stores, and we're growing every day.
And can they buy online as well?
Yes, actually, if there isn't a store in your area, you can absolutely log on to perfumania.com. It's very easy to navigate. There's wonderful buys, special incentives all the time on the site, and it's great for everybody on your list.
Now, at the stores and online, can we get gift baskets? Because I have a lot of gifts I need to buy.
You can bring in your entire list that you need to buy a gift for everybody on your list, bring it into the store, and you can get gifts for them. There's not just things for women, there's things for men, there's things for children. Superhero fragrances for a son.
Oh my goodness, how cute is that?
Hannah Montana for little girls. My daughter's loving it.
That's right.
Barbie fragrances.
You can't have enough Hannah Montana in your house.
Absolutely not.
I have to admit something. I'm a little bit intimidated by going into a Perfumania because I don't know a whole lot about fragrance.
Yes.
Can I get help there?
Fragrance shopping can be overwhelming. It's totally true. But the good news is there's not going to be a million people spritzing and spraying you when you walk in. The customer service is really excellent. The staff is so knowledgeable, and they'll really be able to help you hone in on the perfect gift for the person on your list.
Are we ever too young to start wearing perfume?
I don't think so. Like I said, my 4-year-old is all over it. She wants to be just like mom. And as long as it's designed for a child, I think it's totally fine.
And I see we have Barbie with us today, and there's Disney Princess.
There's such a big selection. It's not like when you and I were younger. There's just so much more to choose from these days.
Can you give me a few tips for buying perfume?
Use your perfume. It's meant to be enjoyed. Don't save it. I've made the mistake of buying a fragrance that was a little bit pricey, so I would just save it for special occasions. A year later, I went to use it, and it was spoiled.
Okay, so use it up. It only lasts about a year.
A year to a year and a half. And store it in a cool, dark place.
And should we be changing our fragrance with our clothes and our season?
Yeah, just like you change your wardrobe in the spring and the winter, and you change your makeup, you use lighter makeup in the summer. Do the same with your fragrance. Nobody wants to wear a heavy, rich fragrance in the summertime. Go for a light, sparkling, fruity scent in spring and summer, and save the rich orientals for the winter time.
And Kathy, I also understand that Perfumania is a corporate sponsor of the American Heart Association?
Yes, that's true. Believe it or not, more women actually die from heart disease than breast cancer. Not that many people are aware of that.
That's right.
So we support the American Heart Association with our Go Red line, and a percentage of our sales go to this cause.
Kathy, thank you. Before we go, are there other products available at Perfumania?
Yes, there are. I think a lot of people will be really surprised to learn that we have an amazing makeup-inspired line. There's also beautiful things, ancillaries and trays that you can buy to keep on your
Bath and Body?
Bath and Body products, lotions and spritzes.
Okay, I'm going to lose my intimidation. I'm going in there for my next gift
Go to
list.
Perfumania right now.
Definitely.
Be sure and visit thebalancingact.com all through November and sign up for the Gift of Music giveaway. You could be one of the lucky 100 winners who will receive a Yamaha guitar or a keyboard. Take your pick and play. All right, well, it's a simple filling for a sandwich. It's an easy to serve choice for parties and family gatherings, and it tastes good. What are we talking about here? We're talking about lunch meat, of course, and it truly is a staple in my household. And this is one of the most popular and convenient foods ever made. And today we're going to take a look at a new line from Healthy Ones, and here to show us some delicious recipes is nutritionist and author of Cholesterol Down, Dr. Janet Brill. Janet, thank you so much for being here with us today. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
You know, here's the thing. Sometimes as parents, we want to prepare foods for our kids and our families that taste good, but then it may not be as healthy as it needs to be. What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Healthy Ones, which is a new line of truly healthy lunch meat, and you don't have to sacrifice taste for nutrition. You can feed the whole family with delicious tasting lunch meats and deli meats.
And I think that's a great thing, because one of the other things about Healthy Ones is that it's certified by the American Heart Association. What is the American Heart Association, and what does that certification mean?
Well, the Healthy Ones lunch meats and deli meats carry this very prestigious American Heart Association heart check mark, which shows you and tells you that the American Heart Association has actually screened and verified the lunch meats and meat products so that you're ensured that they are low in saturated fat and cholesterol.
I do look for that American Heart Association seal, and the thing I love is the fact that
The heart check mark.
Yep, the heart check mark. There is no saturated fat or lower saturated
Lower.
fat. The dietary cholesterol is down, not a lot of salt, and I know that Healthy Ones is low in all three of these.
That's correct.
So
and
that's
these
a
are
great thing.
ingredients that we do want to cut back on for
Right.
heart health.
Okay.
And you have to understand that Healthy Ones is cooked in a process where they slow roast it, so it seals in the natural juices, and it's not over salted, so the true taste of the meat comes out, and it's not being masked by the excess
Okay,
salt.
guess what? You're making me hungry.
Okay.
So let's get to the food.
Sounds good to me.
And this is wonderful, because I know for me as a parent, I find myself sometimes making the same things over and over again. We'll do sandwiches for lunch 5 days a week, but these are some really great lunch and dinner ideas that are healthy.
Delicious and nutritious for the entire family.
Absolutely. So what do we have here?
Well, the first one is a paella, but in this case, we've added a smoked sausage to give it a little extra pep there, and a delicious and beautiful, don't you think,
It's
dish
gorgeous
visually.
So what do we have here?
Well, this is a corn salad with the mesquite chicken breast. And what you can do is go into the deli and buy a 1-inch block of the mesquite chicken breast and then cube it and put it on your salad, making it really a versatile way of using this lunch meat.
Oh,
deli
that's
meat.
wonderful. And this is my staple, the sandwich.
Right, ham sandwich. Ham
Yep,
sandwich,
that is
but
my
we
staple.
jazzed it up with some healthy apple there as well, a whole grain bread.
Which is great. And the thing that we know kids will eat all day long
Kids love
is pizza.
mini pizzas. But here we spruce this up again with the smoked sausage. So the kids will love that.
And you know, my kids, Janet, I have to tell you, they love hot dogs, but I'm always
kid doesn't?
concerned. But I'm concerned about,
Yeah.
you know, with hot dogs, what exactly am I giving you? But that's not the case here with Healthy Ones.
Well, again, lean meats and low in cholesterol and saturated fat. So these are good for your kids, and they taste great, and kids love hot dogs. And look what we did here.
Made a
Some
little
kid-friendly hot
smiley
dogs.
face with the hair and the ears and all of that. Yep.
Don't you love little pretzel sticks
It's
in there?
very, very nice. But what makes all of these deli meats, hot dogs, and sausages so special?
I think because they taste great,
Yeah.
first of all, and they're healthy. They are healthy.
We like that. So if people want to find out more about these yummy recipes, where can they do that?
They can go to the website, the Healthy Ones website, which is healthy-ones.com. And all these recipes are on there, as well as a coupon for any Healthy Ones product.
Sounds good. I'm going to make that paella.
Yeah,
I
it
promise.
looks good,
Okay, it does. Dr. Janet Brill, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
It's never too early to start planning your financial future. Always consider all aspects of your life. Whether you have toddlers or teens, plan for their education while planning for your retirement. To meet all your goals, go to NewYorkLife.com and click on Consult an Agent.
Yes, without a doubt, this is the beginning of a success story. I'm Kathy Peterson, and back on the show with us today are the founding members of Perf Go Green, a company revolutionizing the future of plastic, and also a part of Go Green 21.0 Foundation, a green movement set out to promote environmental consciousness. Welcome back, Tony Tracy, his daughter Kendall, and Davia Caridi. Welcome, guys. This is fabulous. I think it's great that you guys are out actually doing a great cause in reducing plastic pollution, but you're also doing an outreach to educate children.
Absolutely, Kathy. I'm on a mission here with Perf Go Green. We take post-consumer and post-industrial plastics out of the environment. We recycle it, and then we make it biodegrade, which everybody should be doing today. We have the technology to do this, and this is really going to save and help our planet survive. The planet is stressed today, and we really got to get the plastics out of the ocean, plastics out of our environment.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Now, Kendall and Davia, you guys are involved in a foundation called Go Green 21.0 Foundation. And that's 2 years, one product, and zero
nothing.
Zero, nothing left, right? What would you tell parents today to get their kids acclimated to recycle?
You know, I mean, if the parents start doing it, then the kids will want to do it. And it all just starts at home, you know? If you do it, then people will start doing it, and it's a chain reaction, isn't it? Now,
Davia, you just got back from Africa, and there's a lot of plastic pollution over there. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience?
Yes, I was actually in an island called Zanzibar off the coast of Tanzania. And what was remarkable, we went to 2 different, I guess, facilities, dump facilities. And we saw where the locals put their trash and then where the hotels put their trash. The amount of trash that just hotels, you know, Westerners have created is just obscene. 3 times the amount as the locals.
How can parents get their kids, you know, how can they motivate their own children to get involved in this green future?
Well, what do you think, Kendall? They teach their kids how to recycle, then
well, I mean, if you start recycling at home, then everybody, like your children are going to want to, they're going to follow you, and you're going to set the example.
And you're going to say, Mom, don't throw that away, put it in the recycle bin, right?
And separate everything. Plastics, paper, metal, tin, whatever. You have to separate everything, do it the right way.
Yeah. Exactly. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks,
it's been wonderful.
Thank you.
Now, you can help change our environment one bag at a time. Encourage environmental awareness at home and in your children's schools. We can all make a difference. For more information on how you can take an active role in the green revolution, visit perfgogreen.com. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Are you looking for something new to talk about at your next ladies' luncheon? We've got you covered. Just log on to thebalancingact.com and click on the multiply banner, and you're sure to find some great conversation starters.
Ladies, think about this for a minute. A richly exotic locale, horseback riding on the beach, superior, sumptuous cuisine, duty-free shopping, sailing on a turquoise ocean. We are talking about the exotic, unique island of St. Martin. And here to tell us more is Regina LaBega, Director of Tourism for the St. Martin Tourist Bureau. And we appreciate you so much being here because it's so close. I think a lot of us think, you know, the Caribbean is far, but St. Martin is actually pretty close. And it's changed so much over the last several years. Tell us about some of the wonderful ways St. Martin has changed.
Oh, definitely. St. Martin has become a very intimate, very relaxing and yet sophisticated destination, and it's a wonderful place to come to. And you're absolutely right, it's very close. It's only 2.5 hours away from Miami and 3.5 hours away from New York City, so we're really geographically excellently situated. We have a brand new airport, and you can get there by practically any legacy carrier, by United, American Airlines, US Air. They all come, as well as the low-cost carriers as well. So you can really get to St. Martin quite easily. We have 37 white sand powdered beaches. There's over 14 different types of water sports.
So talk to me about the food on St. Martin. If I remember correctly, it's amazing.
Well, St. Martin is the culinary capital of the world. The food is absolutely amazing. We have over 400 restaurants.
What about, we talked about the cultural diversity. What are some of the cultural attractions St. Martin offers?
Well, as a matter of fact, Carnival is a big one. We're celebrating 40 years of Carnival next year, so that's a big festivity. There's hiking, biking, horseback riding, 14 kinds of water sports, sailing. There's also the Butterfly Farm, which is a zoological and botanical garden. unique music styles from merengue, calypso, soca, and reggae, souk, all different types of music, all kinds of festival celebrations and regattas. St. Martin has a rich 350-year cultural history with an estimated 77 different nationalities. And next year, we'll probably be hosting the first International Film Festival. We also have, and sailing and yachting, etc. We have a yachting regatta. It's the most renowned yachting regatta in the region. It's called the Heineken Regatta, and that happens in March every year. And we also have the Boardwalk Mass, which is a blend of festive traditional culture, and it happens right after Carnival and during the first week of May.
Where can you stay on the island?
Well, we have various type of accommodation. We have the brand name hotels like the Marriotts and the Westins, etc., and the Radisson. And you also have the quaint hotels. So there's over 3,000 rooms that you can find, all different types of accommodation that fits your taste.
Well, where can people find out more information?
You can go to www.vacationstmartin.com.
All right, Regina, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Not everyone in your family is cut out to be a caregiver. Have a sit-down meeting with all of your involved family members to discuss everyone's role. There should be a person handling each area of your loved one's needs. Home Watch Caregivers offers professionals who can help facilitate decisions and link you to geriatric care managers who are an invaluable resource to you.
Be sure and visit thebalancingact.com all through November and sign up for the Gift of Music giveaway. You could be one of the lucky 100 winners who will receive a Yamaha guitar or a keyboard. Take your pick and play. Hi, welcome back to The Balancing Act. And this is a question I know a lot of parents out there are asking. How can you help protect your children from destructive influences? Well, here today to discuss this important subject and to share their story are Sue Sheff, author of this book right here. It's called Wit's End, Advice and Resources for Saving Your Out-of-Control Teen, and Kristen E. Stadel, who as a teen herself experienced a similar situation as Sue's daughters. Ladies, thank you so much for being here with us. This is such an important topic because I know for you, you were a single mom raising your daughter by herself, and then she started to get out of control. And you did what you thought you needed to do, was to put her into a residential treatment facility, but that's when things even went downhill even more. Tell us about that.
Well, they escalated, yes. What happened was, I had a really good teen. I mean, she was a good kid, and she was a gymnast. And what happened was, she broke her foot in 5 different places and couldn't compete gymnastic in her field any longer, and it totally blew her self-esteem. And I always said that we pretty much lived in like a glass house, and when that glass house shattered, she didn't know what to do with herself anymore, and it really it destroyed her, I think, emotionally. And then to compound it, we were going through some personal issues at home with a relationship that I was in. So I think I lost touch a little bit with her during a time that she probably needed me most. But before I chose to send her to a therapeutic boarding school, I did exhaust every local resource, which I always encourage parents, you know, whether it's therapy or going to live with a relative or getting any type of help you can find.
Well, you know, here's the interesting thing, Kristen. I know you went through some similar troubles. Tell us about your story and what got you into a treatment facility and why that probably wasn't the best move for you initially.
Well, the reason that I was put in these places was when I was 14. My mother passed away from ovarian cancer, and we were very close. And then my dad and I were complete opposites. We didn't know one another really, in a way. Even though we lived together, we were like in shock. And we didn't know how to deal with one another, and we were fighting, and I was going through depression as he was as well. And so he, in order to deal with the situation, he sent me away to these places.
What are some alternatives? What can parents do if they're faced with a similar situation you were with Ashlyn and Kristen? What can parents do to ensure that their children are going to the right place that will give them the help they need?
Number one, if your child likes some type of whether it's equestrian or, you know, culinary arts or skiing, snowboarding, try to find a school that offers that, because we want to build your child back up again. We don't want to break them down. We don't want to punish your child. We don't want a program that's punitive. I have parents that call me on a daily basis and email me on a daily basis, I need a good boot camp. No, you don't, because the boot camps are only going to instill more anger and build more resentment. And these are just things that, when you are at your wit's end and you're desperate and you start making these rash decisions, you think, I'm going to teach my child. And I thought the same thing, I'm going to teach her a lesson. You know, it doesn't teach her a lesson, it teaches you, the parent, a lesson.
So I know there are a lot of parents out there who may be going through a similar situation. If they want to find out more information about what you've gone through, some of the resources that you found, where can they do that?
For my organization, which is Parents Universal Resources, is www.helpyourteens.com.
All right, ladies, we appreciate you so much. Thank you very much for sharing your stories.
Thank you for having us.
Chances are you know someone who needs to be taken care of. So to protect their future and yours, consider long-term care insurance. As nursing and healthcare costs escalate, it can help protect you and your family. To learn more, go to NewYorkLife.com and click on Consult an Agent.
I'm Maribel Rodriguez. Tune in Monday on The Balancing Act when celebrity carpenter Paul DeMeo hammers home the truth about a deadly disease that affects millions. Plus, reassuring and helpful advice for adults taking care of their parents. See you next time.